Who doesn't dream of showing off that tier 35 badge on their favorite brawler? But for the average Brawl Stars player, well, that's probably not going to happen. Why? Because the grind to tier 35 is brutal. Today, we're diving deep into what it really takes, and trust me, it's not pretty. So let's get into it. The first major problem, teammates. And I'm not talking about the randoms who are straight up dookie. No. If you want to hit tier 35, you're gonna need some pro level teammates. Seriously. Good teammates can make or break your push. And it's not just about playing well. You and your team need to be in sync, communicate, and be on the same page. If your teammates off doing their own thing, you're basically throwing trophies away. Which is why playing with randoms is horrible. There's like zero communication. So let's assume you've got the perfect team. Now comes the second part, you. You've got to be really good with your brawler. Like, there's no room for error here. Knowing the meta is absolutely key. Ask yourself, is the brawler you want to push even relevant right now? If they're not, the grind is going to be so much harder. And here's the thing, skill isn't just about shooting and dodging. You've got to master positioning, map control, knowing when to push and when to fall back. If you don't have that down, you can forget about tier 35. Even if you're a pro with your brawler, there's something completely out of your control that could ruin your grind. Wi-Fi and device performance. How many of you have ever been in a match doing everything right, and suddenly your Wi-Fi says, nah bro, not today. Yeah, it's enough to make anyone rage quit. And let's not forget about your device. If your phone lags in those critical moments, it might as well be game over. But even if you have the latest device and good Wi-Fi, it can even lag sometimes due to the game's server. So keep that in mind. Okay, so you've got the teammates, you've got the skill, and your Wi-Fi is behaving like a good girl. But guess what? Now you need the perfect map for your brawler. Maps are everything when pushing for tier 35. Some maps are tailor-made for certain brawlers, while others are a complete nightmare. If the current map rotation doesn't favor your brawler, then tough luck. You're gonna have to wait for the right map to come around. Timing is key here. Even if everything is lined up perfectly, there's one thing you cannot escape, the grind. You're looking at hours of gameplay to hit tier 35. I'm talking about dedicating entire days to the game. Now, some people can do it in a couple of hours, but that's because they're just that good. But for the average player, it's probably gonna take days. You can go on a 2-hour winning streak only to lose all your progress in 20 minutes. One win might get you 3 trophies, but one loss, you're looking at a 12 trophy drop. It's insane, especially when you're in the higher tiers. Win streaks do help a bit, but building them up puts you against even harder players. And let's not forget about real life. Most people aren't just playing Brawl Stars all day. They've got school, work, and even social lives. Trying to balance that with the time it takes to grind for tier 35 is almost impossible. You're gonna have to find those windows of free time to grind, and it's just not sustainable for most players. Because sometimes you can have some free time and are grinding, but maybe the map is just not good for your brawler. So balancing this is pretty hard. Now, I hate to bring this up, but there's something else in the way, especially if you're doing solos. Win traders. Bro, they're the worst. You could be grinding and then come across win trading players that throws up the whole balance of the game. It's beyond frustrating. Whoever win trades is a clown. And don't even get me started on matchmaking. Once you hit those higher tiers, matchmaking takes forever. You could be sitting there for several minutes waiting for a match, which just adds to the overall time commitment. So let's recap. To get your brawler to tier 35, you need pro teammates, serious skill with your brawler, perfect Wi-Fi and device performance, good maps, a ton of time, and patience to deal with matchmaking. And even then, win traders and random variables can still ruin your grind. It's not an easy road, guys. But hey, maybe some of you watching have actually done it. Hit tier 35 with your brawler. If so, drop a comment below and let others know how you pulled it off. And if you're still on the grind to tier 35, make sure to like this video and hit the subscribe button for more Brawl Stars tips and tricks. Thanks for watching and good luck out there.